Hi, tonight I'm going to show you how to apply a Jamberry wrap. Just the way I the way I apply it, super duper easy and simple. So on my nails right now, I have some done and some not done. So I'm going to show you how to do this, okay? We're going to work on my middle finger tonight, and the way you do this, so you have your sheet of wraps, right? The first thing you would do is sorry, I should have had this down. Take your alcohol and clean your nail bed really well. I am not going to do this step for you because I use a base coat, and so I don't need to do that. The next thing you would do is you then take your sheet of wraps, and your hands have oils on them, your fingers do, so you don't want to touch the adhesive side of the wrap. So if you have an orange stick or tweezers, toothpick, just something like that to help you lift the wrap up. Okay, so you would take your sheet of wraps and size up which one is going to fit your nail the best, and I already know that it's going to be this one. So using my handy dandy orange stick, I'm going to lift up the back here. It's easier if I don't have it facing that way. Okay, so lift it up, and I'm just going to cut it right in the middle for the sake of showing you how this is done. I'm going to put it down here. I'll show you in a second. Okay, so I cut that off, and I hold it like so. And then I'm going to use my Jamberry mini heater. If you do not have one of these, you can simply use a blow dryer, a rice bag, anything that's going to give you heat. Well, I guess a rice bag you can't warm it up on, but we'll get into that later. So you will take this, and holding the pattern side, the vinyl side, up to the heater, move this way, we're just going to hold it right up next to it until it starts getting flimsy. We don't want it to curl, but we want it to get good and flimsy. Now this is a metallic wrap, so we need to heat it up a little bit longer than a normal wrap. So then I will take my finger and place it right at the base. I don't want it to be on top of the cuticle, and I don't want it to touch the sides of my nails. I kind of pull that orange stick off. Make sure I got it lined up right before I start pressing down. Then I just take my nail and press from the bottom up to the top. And I got a little crinkle in there, so that's going to be perfect because I'm going to show you how to get that out. So press down really well. Then the next thing you do is you take a sandwich baggie. Nothing special about the baggie, cheap old baggie. I'm going to wrap it around my finger nice and tight, and then I'll just hold it up to the heater for about 10 seconds. It's gonna get hot, and what it's going to do is, I don't know if you can see that, but it kind of almost melted, if you will. It's not melted, but the end, you want it to get nice and hard. Okay, so after I've done that, I press down again, and what the baggie does is it really seals in that heat for a good seal all the way around. So I've done that, and while this one is cooling off, I'm not going to file it yet, I'm going to let it cool off. So I'm going to go and do the other nail. So again, you peel it off the sheet like I showed you before. Hold it up to your heating device. Let it get really good and flimsy. Okay, let's see if I can show you this nicely. Right down against the cuticle, but not on top of it. Okay, and then you just press down all over the nail bed. You can use a cuticle pusher for that step. I don't, because it's just one more tool to pick up, and my thumb works perfectly good, but you can use a cuticle pusher if that's what you'd rather. Okay, so holding the baggie around it, I'm just going to hold it up to my heater about 10 seconds or until it gets too hot to handle really, which is usually about 10 seconds. And then I press it down again. And now that I've done this side, I'm going to go back over to my left hand and go ahead and file that one off. Now I like to file at a slant of 45-degree angle rather than a 90-degree angle. And the reason for that is when you file at a 90-degree angle, it leaves, you have a better chance of leaving a little bit too much and it's going to catch on things and your tips are going to start lifting. So if you file at a 45-degree angle, you may end up with just a teeny tiny sliver of your nail showing, and that's okay because it's really only you're going to see that. So it comes off that fast, and that nail is done for that side. So now this one is pulled off enough. I'm going to come over here and file this one in the same way. The wraps I'm putting on, by the way, are the May Style Box. So pretty. Okay, there's that one. Okay, so my last step, this is a fantastic one. A metal cuticle pusher, spoon pusher, they're called both things. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this end and I'm just going to hold it right up to the end of my heater. And keep my finger on it, kind of just tap it till it feels good and hot. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that and just kind of run it over my wrap. What that does, that is the last step in really sealing it in. And I mentioned before I had a little crease, a little wrinkle in there. So what this is good for is you heat that up and then you just kind of press it right out. And voila, it is gone. So there's that. I'm going to go over to the other side, and that is how you apply a wrap. So super duper simple and easy. And there you have it. Now, I want you to go and apply some wraps and post your pictures so I can see them, alright? Thanks everybody for watching this video.